Good to see you, man. It's good to see you. Oh, hey, guys, how are you? Good to see everybody. Found it. Bring it on. And, man, you guys are looking great. You guys are fantastic looking. Whew. So, today is the 26th, and there is some pretty interesting things going on today. So, we're going to go ahead and check them out, and we'll get into our lesson for today. So, today is National Stitch Day for all you Disney or... It's Barcode Day. Handshake Day, hence the beginning, Trader Day. And for some yummy things out there today, it is also National Bomb Pop Popsicle Day, Coconut Day, and Chocolate Pudding Day. Woo-wee. Now, the thing that we're going to talk about today is, I'm going to be a little honest, is a little bit of a stretch, but hear me out. I think you'll like it. I think you'll get something out of it, and it'll be a little bit quicker one today. Today is National Canoe Day. Okay, now you go, damn, what the heck is that? What on earth are you going to be talking about there? And to be honest, I really don't know any correlation. However, it does remind me of a very good story, a very good incident, a very good miracle that happened. A man that walked on water. We find this in Matthew 14, 22, 33, and it talks about this very instant. So, in Matthew 14, 22 through 33, it says, "When Jesus commanded his disciples to get into the boat and go ahead of him for onto the other side, while he sent the crowd away. Then he sent the crowd away, he went up into the mountains by himself to pray. And when evening came, he was there alone. But the boat was now in the middle of the sea, tossed by the waves, for the winds were turbulent. During the fourth watch of the night, Jesus went to them, walking on the sea. But when the disciples saw him walking on the sea, they were troubled, saying, 'It is a spirit!' And they cried out in fear. But immediately Jesus spoke to them, saying, 'Be of good cheer, it is I, do not be afraid.' Peter answered him and said, 'Lord, if it is you, bid me to come out to you on the water.' And Jesus, he said, 'Come.' And Peter got out of the boat, and he walked on the water to go to Jesus. But when he saw the strong winds, he was afraid. And he began to sink, and he cried out, 'Lord, save me!' Immediately Jesus reached out of his hand and caught him. And he said to him, 'O you of little faith, why did you doubt?' And when they got into the boat, the wind ceased. Then those who were in the boat came and worshipped him, saying, 'Truly you are the Son of God.'" Now I just gotta first go off that whole miracle thing. Like, first he sends his disciples off first in a boat, and he dismisses the crowd, which is, I mean, that's one thing, but then he goes up to the mountain, he prays, and somehow he knows where they are in the middle of the sea in the storm, and he just trots on out there like nothing. A storm, winds and waves going, and so it's not no like flat pond that people sometimes think. No, it's stormy, it's wavy, and yet he's just walking, having a good old jolly old time. They see him, they freak out, expectantly, understandably, because a guy's walking out in the middle of the storm, and he's just like, "Yo, what's up, guys? Hey, what's up? What took you this long?" And they just freak out. And so they're terrified of this, because they're like, "Oh Lord, are we seeing life flash before our eyes?" And he's like, No, bros, just relax, chill out. It's just me. Be of good cheer, man. I'm here." Crazy. And then Peter, of course, then says, "If it's you, then prove it and tell me to come out to you, and I'll come out to you." And he goes, "Come on in. The water's fine." Well, I guess, "Come on. The water's fine." And he does. Now, what's crazy, of course, then, is Peter looks away. He looks away due to fear, because he's more concerned about the winds around him. And then Jesus immediately helps him after he cries out. Like, immediately. it said immediately when they were fearful, he says, immediately he said, be of good cheer, it is I. And then when Peter is falling down, is drowning, he immediately catches him. Peter's like, help! He gets him. He immediately helps him. And then he says, you of little faith. Not you scared man, you terrified, you of no courage. He doesn't say that. He says, you of little faith. Doesn't say no faith, he says little faith. And that's very interesting, because it shows that faith is what is necessary for miracles to happen, for the impossible to happen. Not courage, not lack of fear, not boldness. I mean, they're good things to have, but it is not what will produce the miracles we see. Because even when they were fearful, they were in this turbulent storm, Peter walks out on the storm, because the faith in what his master says, of his rabbi. When he says, tell me to come out, Jesus had to respond by saying, come, because he was him. It's Jesus, if that's you, then tell me to come with you. Well, I am him, so come. So Peter goes out, but then he takes his eyes and his concentration on what matters off to what scares him. The winds and the waves. And in response to that, he loses his faith. Not permanently, of course, because Jesus says you have little faith. But he goes back onto fear, not in faith of what the master says. I hope you guys get something out of this, whether it's the miracle of just Jesus walking not only on the water, but through a storm, or if it's faith that will overcome, faith that produces miracles, or maybe it's even faith will overcome the turbulent times in your life. And even when you take your eyes off the prize and what matters and you fall, he is always there to immediately pick you up and get you to safety. So no matter what you get out of this video, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get something that you can hold on to and hold fast to. And remember that, guys. Remember, guys, that I love you. He definitely loves you. You are victorious. You are the royalty in God's kingdom. And I'll see you in the next video. Later! And he just was walking like he knew, man.